Hello, everybody, and welcome to Quest for the Core K6 this time. That's right, we're bringing it back, bringing it around town.
I'm not gonna lie, I was unaware we were recording this.
Well, I was not unaware. I was aware. That's what
Mm,
I'm saying.
mm.
Anyway, uh, yeah, you know who I am. You know who all of us are.
Do they though?
They
They don't
should.
know who we're playing.
They don't, but that'll come when the characters are introduced. All right, it's not can't get that away right off the bat. You gotta hold
Mm,
in some of the suspense.
mm. Let me preface this campaign by saying I for one have been waiting in extreme anticipation for this game.
I was, and then I remembered how god awfully hard it is to plan this kind of a campaign, and then I didn't want to do it anymore.
Sitting on pins and needles.
Yeah. So, just to kind of give like a quick summary of the setting for the viewers at home, but also for you guys to refresh your memories, because it has been a good long while since we've played in this setting. K6 is the superhero campaign. So imagine if you took like The Boys and you mixed it with Invincible, then you added in some like DC into there, and that's pretty much what K6 is. It's gory, dark superheroes and comic book logic stuff, um, where Kodian Enterprises is the like superhero corporation that polices magic and polices superhero people called gifted individuals. And if you're too powerful, they kill you on the spot. And if you're too weak, they kill you on the spot. And if you're in the middle, they'll hire you, and you become
Yep.
one of their agents for either the IMD, the Incident Management Division, and they are like the guys that go out and find the people and arrest the people and stuff and train them up, or Mimir or MMR, which is a Magic Management Regiment, I believe. And they're like the anti-magic dudes that go around and police magical laws and people and artifacts. Um, yeah, there's like Enterprises. There are a couple other corporations. There's Ryanstown, that's still around. That's been carried over from K4 and K0 and K1 and K3 and K5. Everything except for K2 pretty much has Ryanstown in it. Um, so yeah, Ryanstown's still a thing, but it's more of like a solar punk aesthetic instead of a cyberpunk aesthetic. So it's a lot more like green and bright and cheery and happy as opposed to always raining, always overcast, always nighttime, like it is in
Like
K4.
it's less like Gotham or more like Metropolis.
Yes, yeah, that's a good analogy. Um, yeah, and they're like a bunch of different independent organizations that are good and bad. Different vigilante groups, different villainous organizations, different corporations that harbor evil intent, stuff like that. But none of that matters because our scene opens up with a shot of the Kodian Enterprises HQ branch. This gigantic skyscraper, bigger than even the skyscraper in K4 for Kodian Enterprises' headquarters. This massive, massive building and like whole walled compound in the center of downtown Ryanstown. Sparkling white and glass structure, kind of that minimalist postmodern architecture. Very swanky on the outside, very swanky on the inside. And the camera kind of faces through one of the windows on the upper floor. It's probably like floor 30, floor 40. And we find ourselves looking in to a conference room within this skyscraper. Very reminiscent to the GPCU K2 campaign, where you guys always sort of
Mm.
in a conference room. Um, and the
But
three
this
of
one's
you,
above ground.
it is, and the three of you are all seated at various places within the conference, along this main conference room. You're the only three people in the room. None of you know each other. You would have seen each other and maybe heard of each other, but you never actually like talked or done a mission together or anything like that. You don't know anything about each other besides the that you all work for the same company and are about the same like power level essentially. Um, yeah, the three of you are in this room, and you've all been called here by your handler, a man whose nickname is Merlin around the company, around the office, around the water cooler. They call him Merlin because he's a pretty
Mm.
powerful magic user. And he's your guys' like fixer. He's the guy that tells you where to go, what to do, who to talk to, where to find it, what you might need, who's going to be there, all that stuff. But he's not here yet. So, yeah, you all are seated in this conference room. You've been here for like 5 minutes waiting. Um, I assume it's probably been relatively quiet, seeing as none of you know each other. It's been pretty awkward silence in here for the past few minutes. Um, so we'll go around and describe everybody what you're wearing, what your standard, like not heroing attire, your office attire, looks like. Any volunteers?
I'll go first.
Sure.
Just want me to give my name?
Um, I mean, if you feel like that, you can. Yeah.
I'll wait. I'll wait until we all get introduced as a group.
Sure.
So, I'm gonna be wearing a nice like polo shirt, some gray slacks,
Nice.
some dress shoes,
Hmm.
hair combed back.
Nice. Nice.
Normal working day attire.
Yeah. Kind of like
A
church going clothes.
fairly nice watch on the left wrist.
Hmm. Very nice. So he's seated, probably near the back of the room, just kind of sitting there, chilling like not a villain, like a hero. I hope anyway. Uh, Next along the line, Xavier. What do you look like?
All right. Uh, Not gonna lie, definitely wearing business casual. Nice
Mm.
button down shirt, perhaps some jeans, and I'm going to say, it's very fashionable. Uh, I'd say Yeezys, maybe. That's in style or something. I don't know.
Okay, sci-fi Yeezys. All right.
Such a boomer thing to say.
Of course, of course.
All right.
Obviously, my character is like a century old.
Yes. Obviously.
Constantly recounting the Great War.
Back in my day.
Has tremors.
Yeah, from every single major war in history since 2000.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You are also human, as is John's character. And then across, think Zephyr probably seated like more towards the middle of the table, and then probably a couple of seats over and across the table is Kyle.
I'm pretty sure my character would probably be wearing glasses, fashionable glasses. She doesn't actually need them, but she doesn't care about that.
For that clout,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Fake prescription.
Fake prescription. No, they're just there. They're stylish. They're like sunglasses, but they're not black tinted.
Yeah.
They're rose
look
tinted.
smarter. It just looks smarter. You wear fake glasses.
Something like that. She probably has her hair back, in a ponytail. Probably. Since it's a meeting and not actual business. If anything, she'd probably go in. Is it a very important meeting or no?
You would have been told that it's a meeting to receive a mission. So whether or not that is important to you is up to you.
You know what? You know those fucking really nice jeans that you can get away with wearing in a business meeting?
Yeah, like the dark blue, like navy jeans.
Yeah, or black ones. Yeah, she'd be wearing that. A nice button down. Probably a ring or two. Someone would be like, "Is she married?" She'll never tell you.
She just winks in response and walks away. if you
Yep.
ask.
Yep.
Okay.
And yeah, probably it. If
All right.
anything, no one's talking. She'd probably be on her phone checking prices for clothing and whatnot.
Alrighty. So you're all sitting there. There's the sound of like the AC coming through the vents, and that's the only sound in here. And then the door opens, and a man steps through. One you guys have probably heard about, but not actually ever met, similar to each other. It's the same kind of deal. And this guy is tall, very muscular, quite built, quite toned. His age is kind of weird. He looks like in his 30s, but he has like gray hair, like a graying like hair on his head. And he has one entire metal, big bulky bionic arm. And he's not wearing like anything like dress clothes. He's wearing like tactical black cargo pants, black combat boots, a sleeveless white T-shirt, and then like the straps for the bionic arm are across his chest, so that the arm is attached to his shoulder.
Yeah.
And he has his service pistol on his hip in a holster, and a combat knife in an ankle holster on his leg. And he walks in and he sees you all, and it sees it's dead quiet, and he's kind of like clears his throat, and then takes a seat next to you guys, and just kind of sits there, not saying anything. And then a few more minutes later, there is a kind of like, well, I guess Kyle, you probably would feel it first. You feel like when you look out on like a hot day and there's like the heat distortion in the air.
Mm-hmm.
You see that appear in the corner of the room for a few seconds, and you're like, oh, that's kind of odd. And then it kind of like wiggles a little bit more, and there's like a flash, and then Merlin is standing in front of you as he walks out of a teleportation spell, and the portal kind of closes behind him, and he has a manila file folder under one arm and a tablet under his other arm, and he's wearing I can actually describe him when I find his character art. Merlin. He's wearing a white button-down dress shirt, like a kind of nice, kind of muted green tie, a grayish blue vest, black slacks, black dress shoes. Quite a handsome guy. 5 o'clock shadow. And he walks, enters the room from his teleportation spell. And he's like, great, I see you're all here. And he kind of puts the manila folder down on the table, and he puts the tablet in front of the table. And he's like, so, before I get into the job, I don't believe any of you have met one another. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'll nod.
Okay. The guy with
More or less.
the weird gray hair, but like the full brown beard. he also, the muscular dude, he also nods. And Merlin's like, all right. Well, in that case, I feel like I should. Assuming you guys haven't already introduced yourselves to one another, feel free, go around. You all know who I am, but be acquainted. You can be working with each other for the foreseeable future. So I feel it should be good that you guys know a little bit about each other before you get out in the field.
All right. I guess I'll go first. Hayden Marshall. Do we all know our hero names yet? I'd assume so, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll tell everybody. Caden Marshall, also known as the Crimson Dynamo.
All right. The muscled dude with the weird gray hair and the beard and stuff and the bionic arm. He kind of wheels around in his chair and faces you all. He's like, name's Sergeant Christopher Ainsley. And that's it.
All right.
All right.
Applause.
I suppose I'll go next. Adrian Bellows, think tank.
I like that. That's a pretty good name.
I know.
It's a
I like
pretty
that too.
good name.
I like that too.
Think tank.
Yeah, I'll just go to the rest of the party, look up from like, oh, okay, look up from a phone, and I'll be like, you know that thing where you wave your hand, but it's not like your hands open. You have like 3 fingers down and 2 up and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys ever done that. I'll just be like, yeah, Amelia Sloan, and then go back to my business.
You're not gonna tell us your hero name?
I thought you knew my hero name.
Hmm.
But for the audience, it's Ace.
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone's like, all right, well, now that you all know each other, at least vaguely, we can get down to business. And he kind of sees that Ace is on her cell phone, and he kind of like kind of forces his brow at you, but doesn't say anything. And he kind of takes his tablet out, and he
Well,
taps on it.
if he starts, I'll put my phone away.
Okay. And he taps on his tablet, and the ceiling kind of opens up, and a projector kind of slides out, and then it shines a picture on the wall. Scroll all the way back down to my notes. I'm like, so, are you all familiar with the Great Spherical Church?
Of course.
I've heard of them, I believe.
Not a fan myself, but yeah, I've heard of them.
You're like, all right, well, just to go over a refresher for those who may not be as familiar as you need to be for this upcoming job, the Spherical Church is a global religion, as they like to paint themselves as. However, the company, our company, Kodian Enterprises, has classified them as a cult. But not just any cult. They are a Class A alien worshipping cult, which has obvious negative ramifications for our lovely planet here on Earth. But they worship a group of extra-dimensional entities that they call the Great Martyrs, that they claim have kind of unmitigated influence and control over the multiverse and all this nonsense. It's all very obviously a bunch of hullabaloo and means nothing. However, that does not mean that they don't use magic and science to convince the less educated and less informed that their miracles are miracles and not just spells and or mutations. As such, Kodian Enterprises is waging a kind of cold war against their organization to mitigate their influence around the world and keep them from getting access to things that they should not have access to. Most notably, powerful rituals or powerful artifacts or gifted individuals like yourselves, for instance. However, this time of year is there's an upcoming very important holiday within the church's doctrine called the Day of Worth, or I suppose Days of Worth. It's a 2-day long festival, and it is a festival dedicated to participate in constant worship for 2 days, usually a weekend, early in the summer months. That is designed to kind of they claim that it is meant to restart and rejuvenate one's worth in the eyes of their gods. That being, they demand that people give them tons of money and volunteer hours and stuff for free to kind of prove that they are, in fact, still worthy of membership within the church. The festival attracts thousands and thousands of adherents globally that all gather at various convention centers and resorts and different locations around the globe. The closest one, and one of the biggest ones in our area, is happening at a mountaintop facility owned and built by the church in the Appalachians about a day's travel outside of the city. And we believe that the church is planning on using this year's festival to conduct some nefarious business, although we don't know the nature of said business just yet. And we need some people to infiltrate the festival, posing as loyal disciples and adherents of the great martyrs, and investigate the festival and decide whether or not it is deserving of action, I suppose. And if there is, then you guys are to stop whatever dastardly deeds are being perpetrated by the leadership of the church.
I cut in and say, by any means necessary.
He's like, yes, by any means necessary. While there will, of course, be many thousands of civilians in the area, all of them are still cultists who have more than once drank the Kool-Aid. So, if you make yourselves publicly known to be Enterprises officials and agents of the IMD, they will probably try to kill you. So, treat everyone as hostile and tell no one your true identities. If you do, they're likely to try to rat you out, if not outright try to kill you, or get you arrested, or get you thrown out, or whatever else. In addition, the church official in charge of this festival is preacher Joseph Wentworth. He is suspected of being an unregistered gifted individual. We believe he is harboring unrecorded and unregistered magical affinities. And we would also like you guys to investigate him in addition to the actual festival to see if you can't dig up any evidence that could lead to his arrest. And if you do find enough evidence, then feel free to either take him into custody, or if he fights back, then kill him.
I'm gonna jump in here. Will we be given deep cover identities?
Like, yes, you will all be given your own fake identification. You'll be given a cover vehicle to drive to the location. You'll be given luggage, all this stuff, all the things you might require to conduct an undercover operation. Due to the location of the convention center, that being in the middle of the mountains, the mountains are a notorious hotspot for church believers, and is quite full of church believers. So we believe that Mr. Wentworth, Preacher Wentworth, chose this location because it is remote and far enough from the city where it would be unlikely for us to just send an entire assault team with helicopters and tanks and APCs to storm the compound. Hence why we need a small team to go in there and sabotage the place behind the shadows, as opposed to just causing a massacre and blowing up the mountain. We don't know what their strength will be, what the security will be. We don't know what they have in store, what their itinerary is for the actual festival. All we know is that it will be a festival. There will be a lot of people there, all of whom are cultists in some capacity, all of whom are very, very dedicated adherents who believe fully in the mission statement of the church, and the locals in the area surrounding the convention center will also likely be followers.
All right.
He's like, you guys will be given, of course, again, you'll be given a car to drive to the convention center. It will take you over a day to drive there because of the nature of the route you need to take and its remoteness in the middle of nowhere. And there is only one motel along the route that you guys can stay at, unfortunately. But it appears to be unaffiliated with the church, so there shouldn't be any problems. We've background checked the owners and such. There should be no issues. Stay there for the evening, wake back up, and then go on to the festival from there. Other than that, I would not recommend bringing weapons that cannot be easily concealed, because it is very likely that the church security will frisk you guys as you enter.
Well, leaving any weapons in the hotel room should surely be no problem.
Well, the hotel is still several hours drive away from the convention center. There is a hotel in the convention center where all of the different guests are to be staying. We have arranged for you guys to have your tickets and stuff. They are legitimate. They are not forfeit. They are actual tickets that we took from some previously arrested church members. So there shouldn't be any issues with that. They're not going to find out that you guys aren't meant to be there right off the bat. These are legitimate invitations sent to actual people. So you shouldn't have any problems in that department.
All right.
In terms of like, keeping weapons, you guys could put them in your cars or in the car and stuff that is parked outside of the actual like main convention compound, I guess, down the road a little bit. So that would be an option if you do still want to bring weaponry and just like not have them on you when you go into the festival. But it is reasonable to believe that they will have countermeasures in place to ensure that people like you guys don't sneak into their festival and snoop around when you shouldn't be snooping.
The only other thing I ask for is a pack of batteries.
Like batteries, like yes, we can provide that easily enough. That can be placed into
Good.
your travel bags, and you see him begin to like move his hand and like fingers in the air, and when his fingers move, they make like weird esoteric arcane symbols that glow in the air in front of him. And then when he finishes, the sigils kind of fade away, and you assume that's him communicating with somebody. Kyle would know that yes, it is a communication spell. So, any further questions?
I don't think so.
Preferably 9-volt.
Like that can be arranged.
Actually, there's one question.
Hmm.
Any means necessary, if need be. Any means necessary, meaning if it just so happened that the whole place we need to, actually kill everyone. Company's fine with that?
He's like, well, given that there will likely be women and children at this event, we would prefer for you guys not to just level the place. And also
Anyone providing resistance.
Yes, anybody who puts up active resistance, anybody who is actively armed, like the Praetorians or the Spherical Security, or the preacher himself if he is armed, or his assistants and stuff. If you need to take them out, we don't care. They are considered to be enemies of the company, so we don't care. Avoiding civilian casualties as much as possible is preferable, but if you do get yourself into a situation where you need to remove some of them to keep yourselves alive and complete the mission, then the company shouldn't have too much trouble covering those up.
One more question.
Of course.
I'm assuming we'll have ready access to our suits?
Yes, that will be provided in your travel bags.
Very good.
Although I would recommend keeping them hidden as much as possible, because obviously if the church sees them, then they will be quick to have you all apprehended.
Alright. I have no more questions.
Alright, and for one final piece of helpful advice I would provide to you all, the church makes use of two quite potent narcotics. The first one being bronze, and the second one being bane. Both are hallucinogenic in nature. Both of them are also, how should we say, engineered to have a number of adverse effects on people that take them. The church uses them in ceremonies to what they call extracting somebody's worth. That is, to make their people hallucinate, and if they hallucinate something good, then they're worthy of being in the church. If they don't hallucinate or something bad, therefore they must not be worthy of the martyr's blessings. So if you find yourselves exposed to these drugs, keep in mind that they can have some rather unfortunate effects on your minds and bodies and powers. So that may be something to look out for and avoid.
Very well.
So there are no further questions. Your bags are all packed in the assigned cars downstairs. Your IDs have also been provided. Your cover identity information details have also been sent to your phones.
All right. Well, let's get a move on it.
He's like, excellent. And then he kind of stands up straight and he kind of waves his hands in the air, and you all feel yourselves being like sucked, like pulled along somewhere. Even though you're not even moving, but you just feel yourself getting pulled away from where you were, and you find yourself standing in the parking lot.
Interesting.
Yeah, Merlin can teleport other people. It's pretty cool.
Huh.
And in front of you guys, there is a couple of other like Kodian Enterprises, employees and stuff. They're filling the car up with gas. They're putting the bags in the trunk, stuff like that, finishing up and getting it ready. And they see you guys have teleported in, and one of them walks up and is like, "All right, folks, here's your car. Good luck and Godspeed." And they walk back into the building.
Who has the keys?
I'm gonna roll 1d4. That's 1d6. I'm gonna roll 1d4. 3. Xavier has the keys. You feel in your pocket, and you're like, "Huh? How'd those get in there?"
Well, I guess I'll go to the boys and the girl and be like, so, any of you want to drive? Or will it be me?
I'll drive. Sure. I just need to be kind of careful so I don't sap the car of all its energy.
All right. So you guys hop in the new crime car, the anti-crime car.
The anti-crime car.
Yeah. And you guys begin making your way out of the city. Rhinetown in K6 isn't walled off. It's not this giant mega city in the middle of a wasteland. It is a normal city, albeit very, very, very big, but still a normal, no wall city. You guys leave the actual downtown, leave like the midtown. You pass by through the suburbs, the very nice, calm suburbs. And then you guys make your way through the several-hour journey up into the mountains. It takes you guys a good, probably like 12 hours before the sun begins to set.
Is there a rest stop along the way?
Yeah, there'll be a couple of like truck stops and stuff. Yeah.
All right, let's pull into one really quick. There's a couple of things I gotta pick up.
All right. You guys pull into like a truck stop on the side of the highway before you guys like.
Well, it's getting late. It's getting late anyway, right? So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm sure that people want to like use the facilities and whatnot, grab something to
of
eat.
course.
All right. So first things first, let's get some bottled water just to keep on our persons, so that when we go in, we don't have to drink their drugged up, drug fueled water.
All right. You guys stock up on supplies. All that stuff can be charged to Kodian Enterprises directly. So.
I'm also going to get another pack of batteries, but I'm going to use this one right away, and I'm going to charge myself up.
Alrighty. Let me just get a different document. Where is this? Here.
It'd be like 2 9-volt batteries.
Yes, that'll be like. Let me see. Let me get the. Here we go. Down to here. Then over to here. I'll give you like 2.
Nice.
And yeah, then you guys, you have your meal, you have your you go to the bathroom, get a snack, get back in the car, you continue your journey until the sun begins to set. At which point, you guys, and at this point, about something like this, actually like down already, and it's like dark out. You guys are in the middle of nowhere. Like it is a like barely asphalt road. The edges of it are like crumbling into the ditch. There is just trees on every side, and you are winding up this incredibly windy, tight road uh, to wherever you're actually going. Um, and
I'm still driving, right?
if you want to be, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Um, so you guys are just like in the sticks. You're in the boonies. You're you're so far out into like wherever, basically wherever uh yeah,
We were
in
saying.
the Appalachians, yeah. And the sun goes down, and it's quite creepy, being that there are like no street lights and there's no other cars, so it's just pitch black with the stars and the moonlight above you guys. Um, and pretty quickly, you guys do come across a single motel that has kind of been like stuck onto the side of this mountain. And there are a few other cars here and stuff. So there's people walking around, some like families and stuff who are kind of packing into their vans and SUVs with like the big like canoes on the roofs and stuff like that, going on vacation or going to the Agile Festival. You don't know. And you all pull into the parking lot.
Well, I'm assuming this is the first hotel that we're gonna be staying at.
Yes, this is the only motel like before you get to Agile Festival, and then in the festival there is another like hotel system there.
All right, well, let's go check in at the rooms.
Alrighty. So you guys, let me pull up my map. Okay. So you guys, park your cars and stuff, and you guys walk into the reception area. So you guys walk in through the main door. It's a rather like kind of like log cabin esque kind of like aesthetic, kind of like a hunter's lodge kind of going on here. Um, and you guys walk into the like reception area. There is a kind of single long kind of counter with a stool and a kind of young woman seated behind it. And you guys walk in, and she's like, good evening. Are you guys here to check in?"
We are.
He's like, "All right. Can I get your names?" And you guys know the name of the party that your reserved rooms are under. He's like, yes, of course." And she's like, "Rooms 10 and 11." And then she kind of hands you, well, I guess she would hand two of you guys room keys, because each room holds two people. And then she's like, "All right, folks, have a good great stay." And she kind of very cheery, chipper, gives you like a big smile and a thumbs up.
I'll nod to her and thank her.
She's like, of course. Like, oh, and if you guys need anything, do please feel free to, give us a ring down here, and either myself or my husband will come and handle it, whatever it might be.
Off to the room.
All right.
Who's staying with who?
Yeah, you guys need to figure that out.
All right.
I'd probably stay with the old guy.
Wow. Wow.
I was gonna take Ainsley.
What is he,
Sorry,
popular all of a sudden? What the heck?
I'm
What do you-
taking the DMPC, bro.
Why?
What are you talking about, Dakota? You didn't know, bro? Ainsley's a hot customer.
I mean, his character art is kind of good looking, I guess, but which I will show the viewers at home so they can ogle at my beautiful DMPC artwork that I found on Pinterest.
All right, so Xavier's with.
You, yeah.
Okay.
And then
Sounds about
Kyle
right.
gets the weird old but young guy, I guess. Okay, so you all walk through, um, and yeah, you guys walk around the building to find your room numbers. You see there is a laundry room here. There's also a pool, an in-ground pool, fenced off at the back of the building with a diving board and stuff. And you guys find your rooms. Your rooms are your standard motel rooms. There are 2 double beds in here with a bathroom, shower, sink, toilet. Like those kind of like old kind of barely working TVs that only have like ads and like weird shows playing.
So no-tell motel. Okay.
Yeah, kind of. A bit nicer than that, but relatively, more or less similar.
Okay.
And you guys, go to your various rooms. Do you guys want to discuss anything, say anything, do anything before you guys bed down for the evening, or just
First thing I'm gonna do, go to the first outlet I can find. Stick my finger in it.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and charge up.
Make me roll. Let me look at this. Hold on.
Endurance?
All right, give me. Okay, so roll me 1d8, please.
Where'd my dice go? Oh no, there it is. All right. That is a 6.
Okay. You gain 6 levels. Now roll me a luck check at disadvantage.
Okay. My luck.
Luck is 4.
Oh god.
Oh. Oh.
Because the outlets here are not meant to put out thousands of volts of electricity.
Yeah, I don't.
I swear to God, John, if you just short-circuited our motel.
He might. He'll go like
It's
2
2
tens.
nines, baby.
2 nines, almost 2 tens. Okay. Literally, there's like a 1% chance of that happening. Okay. So, you slurp the electricity out of this outlet, and you do burn the outlet out. It is a spark as you pull your finger out, and like catch a little bit of like a fire, and like it blackens the outside of it. But you don't take out the entire power grid for the mountain.
I'll be honest. I feel so bad for Xavier. Just imagine that room only has 1 outlet.
Yeah, you just watched this guy in a polo shirt walk up to the nearest outlet and jam his finger in it, and then when he pulls it out, it short circuits and pops.
Well, no, there would be 2 outlets because there's got to
2
be a
outlets.
lamp on either side of the bed,
Well,
and then
there'd
an
be
outlet next to that.
There'd be 3. There'd be 1 for each bed, and then 1 for the TV. So there's 3 outlets.
Okay, so I just used my outlet. It's not a problem.
You can't charge your phone in that outlet anymore.
I can passively charge my phone by just putting it on my leg. So.
I mean, yes.
I'm a walking, talking portable charger, guys. Like.
Essentially, yeah. So yeah, you're gonna make a comment about that, Xavier? Or you're just gonna.
You're just gonna watch it happen?
I'm just gonna stare at you for like a solid 10 seconds before. I thought we were lying low.
I mean, yeah, but it's better than draining the car, right?
I feel like this is an office moment where he just stares at the nearest like Xavier turns to looks at the camera and like James is like, oh my god. God. Dun 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 da 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 da.
That's Curb Your Enthusiasm, thank you.
It is. I know what I'm saying. In that case, then we'll hard cut over to.
It plays the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme as I pull my finger out of the outlet.
Yeah, and it almost blows up the entire building. So we hard cut over to Kyle and Sergeant Ainsley getting into your room and stuff. Do you guys discuss anything, talk about anything, or just sleep?
I'd probably look at him, and I'd probably do the thing Dakota's been waiting for someone to ask and be like, "What's with the different hair color?"
And he kind of looks at you, and it kind of like raises an eyebrow, and he's like, "Oh, uh, yeah, I age weird."
Huh.
He's like, "I'm actually like 70 something."
Very Benjamin Button of you.
Well, he doesn't de-age. He just ages much slower than a normal person does.
Ah,
He doesn't have the right amount of melanin.
so I look at him still, and I go, "And how did that translate to your beard being a different color than your hair?"
He kind of blinks at you, and he kind of like rubs his beard, and he's like, "I don't know, man. Ask the scientists. It's not my job to know that."
At least you're not dyeing your hair. I'll be real honest, bro. White hair, brown beard. Whatever girl falls in love with you, they got some serious daddy issues.
He blinks a couple more times, and just like drops his duffel bag on the ground, and is like, "All right, moving on."
Oh yeah.
And then he goes.
Actually, you
and,
know what?
yeah.
Damn, if only this guy, was, into playing the game, he should have shot back, oh, do you have daddy issues?
No,
You have to.
Sergeant Ainsley is a soldier. He's not.
Yeah,
Not a
have
player,
No, he's a man of
Damn,
duty.
for shame. For shame.
Damn, he's
I mean, he could be made of booty if you know what I'm saying.
Wow. Already, first bonus. Now with this guy. My poor
Above and
DMPCs.
beyond the call of booty.
The poor DMPCs can never escape. Can never escape the harassment. God.
Never.
What, harassment? You mean a blessing?
There's no HR in the woods, guys.
Why do you think I waited till we got out here to charge myself in an outlet?
So you didn't blow the local grid out for Rhinestone?
There's no HR out here.
Oh my god, it's
Yeah,
cursed.
then Ainsley would just like put his pistol under his pillow, and then he kind of like unstraps his bionic arm and puts it like under the bed.
Do the lights in their room flicker?
Yeah, probably. The whole building probably like a little bit, and he looks up and he's like, "Damn hillbillies!" He just gets in bed.
He'll never know.
Yep. Only Xavier knows. Unfortunately for him.
I'll probably look at him and be like, pain.
So is this gonna be like a dramatic irony thing where every character has to ask him about the hair?
Sure, why not?
every time. Every time.
Even the other NPCs at the festival are like, "Oh, what's with the hair, dude? Sick hair dye," and he's like, "Oh my god, shut up."
But yeah, Caden's gonna probably just end up looking through his bag, making sure every part of his suit's there and everything.
All right.
Make sure my pistol's in there too with my suit.
Yep, it's all in there. It's all good. The IMD
Very.
interns pack bags very well, as a matter of fact. Peak efficiency.
Very, very nice. I'm assuming we all have like hidden compartments in our bags so that our suits and whatnot are not to
I mean,
be
you
found.
have compartments for like your guns and tasers, but not like your
okay.
suits. So just like underneath your civilian clothes, basically.
Okay, so at all costs, do not let them search the bag.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, you guys go nappy by, I guess, right? Unless there's any further discussion that wants to happen.
Caden's probably gonna stay up, or well, at least like stay up for the night, just to make sure.
The entire night.
Most of it, at least.
He can charge himself, bro. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
That doesn't get rid of your need to sleep. You're still a human being.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, yeah. You know what? I'll stay up the entire night, and then I'll let someone else drive because I'll sleep in the car.
Okay, so you are going to stay up the entire night and just stare at Xavier's character creepily
No,
the entire
I'll be
time.
on my phone. I'll be on my phone, self-charging my phone.
All right. So
You
you
can
guys.
overcharge your phone, bro.
Yeah, it explodes in his hands. Like the outlet did. God. So yeah, you sit up all evening, I guess.
Yeah.
You will have a point of exhaustion until you sleep. So
All right.
it's a defense on everything, basically, until you sleep. Fatigue and all that. Xavier, I assume you nappy by, yes?
I sleep.
Okay. Kyle, do you sleep?
Of course, bro. I trust the guy who has weird, stuff.
Weird hair.
Weird hair. Yeah,
Weird, yeah,
I
yeah,
trust.
he has hair powers, guys. I don't know. A big plot twist. He actually has like magic hair powers. Yeah.
He's
Oh,
like
is he
Mr.
the charisma
Fantastic, but with
character
hair.
all along?
He's the charisma. God, how cursed would that be? Oh my lord.
You
He's
see,
like Mr. Fantastic, but hair.
he has ironic powers. The uglier he looks, the more charismatic he is.
The more approachable he gets.
Wow. Yeah, he can translate into like an actual, just like a radioactive mutant man. But for some reason, the women love it. You just don't know how. But boy, do they seem interested. So yes, you guys, the rest of you, go to sleep.
Bro, what the fuck?
I need to look at. Oh, here we go. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Mr. Dynamo,
Yes.
make me a perception check at disadvantage, por favor.
Oh boy. That is a 6 and a 5.
That passes. So you are on your phone playing like,
Playing Candy Crush.
Candy
No,
Crush
I'm playing
Football
Angry
Street.
Birds.
Mm.
No, I'm playing Angry Birds.
You play on your phone, and probably like probably like 4 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning. You hear what sounds like a coming from somewhere in the room.
I'm gonna lock my phone, put it down next to me, and I'm gonna look around.
All right, make me another perception check.
At disadvantage or
No, just a straight one.
Okay. All right. Cool. That is a 7.
All right. So you kind of get out of bed and you look around, and you notice that along the floor there is this rolling layer of orange, like dark orange gas that is just sitting on the floor. I need you and Kyle to make me endurance checks.
All right. That is an 8.
All right.
Hold on.
I've got a high endurance. Oh,
8.
I'm a very endurable boy.
All right. Yeah. You guys
Hey,
are
let's go.
gifted, so you're all quite durable. Okay. So Kyle, you're still asleep. Suppose you mean to make disadvantage, but it's fine. But yeah. So, Chris Dynamo, as you kind of notice this kind of probably like 4 or 5 inch thick layer of like miasma along the floor, some of it you kind of realize like, this smells kind of gross, and you kind of like, breathe in, and you kind of start breathing in some of this stuff, and you cough a couple times.
I try to sniff it first, to see if I can pinpoint what it is.
You don't. It smells like. Oh, I guess it kind of smells like iron, like metal.
All right, first things first. I'm gonna try and get out of this room.
What the?
All right.
I'm gonna try and like wake Xavier up on the way out.
Okay. So you walk over and wake Xavier up. I also
While covering my mouth with like my shirt.
I also need Xavier to make me an endurance check. I'll make one for Mr. Ainsley.
You hear what I said for mine, though, yeah?
Yes, you got an 8.
All right, let me see.
She is
5.
Ainsley. 5? That passes. We're all quite durable boys. I just want to check.
I will endure all hardships.
No, okay. Ainsley's not immune. I thought he would have been immune, but he's not. I forgot about that. Okay, so yeah, you got 7 which is fine. So you go over and you wake Xavier up. Xavier, you are deep in your slumber, having a nice dream about, I don't know,
Ainsley.
killing crab people in your sleep. And
you and Ainsley killing crab people.
Killing crab people. And you are suddenly woken up as that weird electric guy is like shaking you by the shoulder and like breathing through his like shirt. I mean, it smells like metal in here. Kind of gross.
I'm like, oh, what the fuck? You blow out another socket?
Well, let's go. We've got to get out. This isn't me.
The time for skepticism is later. I guess I trust my coworkers enough to get up and get a move on.
All right. You also get up and you notice that there is also, yes, a now 6-inch thick layer of orangish miasma along the floor that is kind of slowly rising higher and higher.
Is it
higher.
coming from the door?
It's coming from the vents in the room.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna open the door.
It's locked.
It's locked from the inside.
Nope.
I'm assuming. How is it locked from the outside?
Isn't that a question for the ages?
Alright, time to punch out a window.
And everybody to make me another endurance check.
10.
That is a 7.
Okay.
I would see if I can fry this gas, but I don't want to endanger myself and the lives of others.
Just blow up the entire building. First the
Travels
outlet, now
through the
this.
vent.
Yeah.
Bro, my favorite.
Javier, have you made your other endurance check?
Another 5.
Okay. So you're all still kind of like starting to cough now. It's starting to get a bit harder to breathe. And you all are kind of, as even though you aren't being actively affected by it, you're not actually suffering the mechanical influence of this gas. I think as it's kind of looking around, you notice that colors are suddenly a lot more vibrant than they were a minute ago. Like a lot.
Yeah, it's time to punch out a window. It's time to punch out a window or kick down the door. Who's got the higher strength between me and Xavier here?
Good question. Ainsley's the strong one, Lamel. So we got a 6 for Dynamo and a 6 for Think Tank. Lamel, you're the same.
Oh, all right. Time to kick this door down.
All right.
Well, as you know, I guess I start to see funny colors and stuff. I will, talk to what's your character's name again?
Kid Marshall.
Caden, and be like, so perchance, Caden, do you remember the side effects of bronze, perchance?
Yeah, but doesn't matter, but they're both hallucinogenics. I think I have the highest intelligence of the group, so yeah, I would know that.
All right, then make me an intelligence check to see if you remember the details of the side effects of bronze.
That is a 5.
So there are a number of effects depending on how low you roll, basically. The main effects. So bronze, right, is a hallucinogenic drug, a psychoactive drug. Its primary effect for people who don't have powers is that it makes them open to suggestion. It makes them lose their memories while they are high. Makes them hallucinate, and what else? It also can render them unconscious if they have too much of it.
All right.
To people with powers, it can make you unconscious. It can make you lose the ability to sense friend from foe. It can make you hallucinate all sorts of weird, wacky things. It can make your powers go uncontrolled. It can shut down your powers. It can just make the world look weird. It can make you paralyzed for a certain amount. If you have way too much of it, it can kill you. You can overdose on it.
So yeah, now would be a good time to kick down the door. Let's do it.
Well, as
Okay.
I wake up and smell the roses.
You don't.
Yeah.
Neither you nor Ainsley are awake yet. So, Dynamo, make me a strength check to kick down that door.
Oh, come on, please. That is an 8.
All right. So you take a step back and you slam your foot against this kind of like wooden door, and it busts off of its hinges. And you notice that the lock is like a higher grade lock you would imagine should be on a door in a random motel in the middle of the Appalachians. And it flies off its hinges and it slams against like the outside. You've broken the hinges entirely. It shouldn't have gone and bent that way, but it did. You've broken 2 things in this hotel room now. The bill is going to be incredible. So you're not getting that security deposit back. So you kick the door open, and the gas kind of like rolls out of the doorway and kind of into the like onto the sidewalk and onto the parking lot. Yeah. And you can also see the gas leaking out of the room next to you guys. Kyle, make another endurance check.
Sick.
Okay, so we can stop the endurance checks, though, right?
Yes, because you guys are out of the room.
Okay, nice.
Well, I have a question for you, Dakota.
Sure.
If I look around, can I see any other rooms with this gas flowing out?
No. Only yours.
All right.
and
Well, at that,
companions.
I will turn to my comrade, Caden, and I'll be like, "So, what do you think the chances are that we've been figured out already?"
Seeing as there's only 2 rooms with this gas coming through, pretty high.
Ah, I see. Interesting.
So, do you know what
Anyways,
my
I got-
suggestion to you is going to be?
I got 7.
Okay. 7 passes. You are, I guess, in your dream it's supposed to get kind of weird. Like before, it was murdering people with fire with Ainsley, because of course with Ainsley. And now all of a sudden,
It's murdering Ainsley with fire.
Now,
no,
sudden I'm
no,
thinking-
no. It's like the colors are really weird, and like what used to be like buildings are now giant flowers, and like really trippy. Like everything has like weird shifting colors and like eyes and stuff on it.
I also informed Xavier's character Think Tank on the side effects of these drugs.
Yeah, they're used in like different ceremonies and stuff you would know with the church to make people like one, it's used to make people more open to suggestion. 2, it's used to determine if somebody is dumb enough to join the cult, and 3, it can be used as a torture device. So, or as a like sedative, basically, a narcotic drug.
Yeah.
It's quite versatile. Although Bane is much worse. Bane is much worse than Bronze. So yeah, Quintana and Think Tank, you're now standing in the sidewalk, kind of coughing and stuff. The colors are still kind of really, really vibrant, and you can look at the stars above you, and it's almost like fairy lights, almost like entrancing, as they're glowing so beautifully and like sparkly, and like even the darkness seems to be like smiling at you. You don't know how, but it seems
I'm
to
gonna
be smiling
try
at
and
you.
I'm gonna try and like shake my head to clear myself out of this as I go and I like bang on the door next door.
All right, you bang on the door. Kyle, make me a perception check, and I will have Ainsley do the same.
Now I'm gonna turn over in my sleep, bro. I'm having a really good dream right now.
Ainsley's there. It's gonna be a good dream if he's there.
Oh yeah.
Frolicking through a burning field.
Yeah.
You got an 8, by the way.
Okay, so did Ainsley. So you bang, 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 bang. And both you and Ainsley kind of wake up and you're like, oh, what the heck? It smells like metal in here. Another endurance check.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
Ainsley
That's
got
They've
a
been in there
4.
longer than we have.
Oh no.
It's time to try and kick down this door too.
What'd you get, Kyle? Let me know.
Well, I said oh no for you. 'Cause
Oh.
You got a 4. I got a 7.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you really
four's still-
thought, bro.
Four's still enough to pass. Four's still enough to pass for
Call an ambulance,
Uh,
but not for me.
Yeah.
Not for me. No, Ainsley.
I'll be real honest. I'll probably wake up and be like, what the? I know I did not take any drugs.
Yeah, you wake up. You Ainsley wake up, and the colors in this room are super
I can taste
weird.
purple.
You're starting to taste. You're starting to like. You're starting to like hear sounds. Hear like touches, like hear like touch sensations and stuff.
Hear
and, like,
touches,
taste purple.
taste.
Like
Like
Yeah.
you can feel sounds right now.
yeah, you think like
Bruh.
the back of Ainsley's head is talking to you right now. It's really weird. And he
Bro,
kind of wakes
I'm
up
gonna rub
and he's
my
like, "What
eyes."
in the world is going?" And he grabs his pistol from underneath his bed, and he's like, "Did you do this? What the heck is going?" And you see that like your beds are now like floating in a lake of this orangish gas. It's that high up right now. It's 2 feet above
Oh.
the ground.
I go. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not cliche to immediately think of the drug, right? That could.
I
That's
mean,
still.
the
That's not
gas
meta,
is a
right?
bronze color, so I mean,
Yeah. So.
if you think it's
what
meta, then don't. If you don't, then it's fine. I don't care.
Everybody asks, what's in the canister?
I
Our
ju-
toxic
I-
babes are in position.
I honestly think like everyone here would like. I'm pretty sure he definitely showed what bronze looks like. So I think it'd be right to be like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I think it's safe
you
for
know?
you
Time to
to
start.
figure
Time
it
to
out.
start.
So,
bashing
I
this,
think,
bashing this door down.
Yeah, I think I'll probably say to my good man next to me, I'll be like, I think we're being drugged right now. We need to get out. Or your
It's more
pants
like
are
I think we're
done.
being drugged right
yeah,
now.
yeah. Ainsley hears like wee and like really weird. Even like you hearing your own voice like super slow down, and you're like, "Whoa, bro!"
I think we're being
Being
drugged
drugged.
right
And
now.
you can
bro.
see your words come out of your mouth as like weird like speech bubbles.
Dude, are
Very
we in
weird.
fucking Scooby Doo right now? Holy shit.
So
Yeah,
while
bro,
they're
it's
while
ridiculous.
they're taking slow mo from Dread, I'm gonna try and kick down the door, or well,
I'll be
at
real
least bash
honest.
it open.
I think my character is going back, thinking right now, her college experience. It's like, damn, I remember when my roommate was like this. Always came back drugged.
And then Andy's
This
going
what it
back to be
feels
like,
like?
"This was what it felt like to be in the trenches, back in the front lines, doing smoke leaf and stuff to take the edge off of the PTSD."
He's having PTSD.
Yeah, well, I think his hallucination is probably like he's seeing his dead friends from the war standing around him, being like, "Come on, bro, stay for a while, you know, man." And he's like, "What in the world?"
You were dead!
He's standing now. He's in the room looking around. But you're supposed to be dead.
I think both you and him try to like stand up and just collapse onto the floor because you're like your
Oh
legs
no!
don't work
Oh
properly.
no! That's
Yeah.
not good. That is not
Yeah.
good. Time to kick down the door.
All right, you make me a strength check, whereas Kyle and Ainsley make me disadvantage endurance checks now.
That is a 10.
All right,
Okay.
It is a good thing they're on the floor.
you got a 6 for the first one and a 7 for the second one. Ainsley's fine.
I got a 5.
Okay, you're both still, even though you're literally like swimming submerged in this gas. You're still doing okay. But you're both dummy high
Bro.
right now.
I'm I'm gonna make it so dramatic. It looks epic in our minds, but it looks so stupid. I'm reaching out to Ainsley. I'm like, reach, because I would assume like he'd be closer to the window than the door. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, come with me.
Yeah,
If
so
you want to live.
you like reach out and like all of a sudden like your perception distorts and your arm gets super long and the room elongates
was
for like
gonna say
18
that. I
times
was
and
gonna
you're like,
say
no, come back, Ainsley.
turned the FOV up to 100.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden the door comes flying off its hinges. It flies through the
But in
room.
slow mo.
Yeah, it's and like you see like as it moves, the gas like parts really beautifully, and you're like, whoa, it's like flying through a cloud. And it just, but in reality, it's like boom, boom, and it just slams into the back wall and like dents the back wall. And
As this all happens, I'm gonna rush in and grab Ainsley, and I'm gonna yell out to Xavier to grab Ace.
yeah, so as you guys kick the door open, this wall of gas like sloughs out of the room and just begins to leak into the sidewalk, and it's like 2.5 feet of this gas.
Jesus.
Yeah, there was almost no
Man,
oxygen
we were
left in the body.
And then
we were
I'm gonna
hotboxing hard.
I'm gonna drag Ainsley out.
All right. One last endurance check for everybody then, as you guys go in and fetch your companions.
Dis or no dis?
No.
That is a 6.
So did Ainsley.
5.
Great. Oh. Mr. Javier. If he's conscious.
I think he got
7.
affected by the gas. Oh.
Yeah, you get taken by the gas. Xavier is real.
I walk into the room, I faceplant immediately.
Xavier was taken by the forest.
Yeah, just walks in, big deep breath. Oh, he just passes out immediately. No.
Oh.
So you guys are all fine. I made you guys' endurance stats too high for this encounter. So you all are fine. Close calls there though. You're also
Oh, yeah.
don't be high.
I've learned to not fall asleep when you ask if I want to fall asleep.
Nah, I did that on purpose. I was like, I want to be in a situation where I might fail.
Yeah. So you guys, so Dynamo and Think Tank, they rush into the hotel room and they grab Ainsley and they grab Ace. And Ainsley and Ace, when they touch you, it's like, I don't know.
Otherworldly.
It's like the hand of God
Bruh.
coming down and stroking your arm.
Bro, if I see Think Tank, considering that he doesn't have a picture, I'm like, God, is that you?
It's just a hand coming down from the cloud cover above you of the gas, and he's coming in and grabbing you by the shoulder and hoisting you up, and you're like, Jesus?
Hey God, it's me, Martha.
It's me. Yeah, and it's like an incredible sensation, and you move in like slow motion, and then you and Ainsley everybody runs back out of the room, coughing, spluttering, and you and Ainsley are like still pretty high, but you're not like
So when I
slow-mode.
grab Ainsley, what does he see?
I think
Private
he
Ryan
looks up and he
POV.
sees like one of his old companions from the war with his face like half blown off, being like, "Come here, Ainsley, I'm gonna help you." And he's like, "All right, whatever." And
No,
he just goes with him.
it's one of the guys that like he was at war with,
Oh,
and
one
it
of the
was like someone that got shot but saved him.
yeah, and then he's like, "All right," and then
He's like,
goes in.
it should be
Oh,
like a
no,
survivor's remorse moment.
It's his own arm that got blown off in the war, coming down from the gas to reach his other
Oh
arm.
my God.
How metal is that? That's pretty metal. That's what I'm going with. His own severed arm shows up to rescue him from the gas, and he's like, "What in the world?" And then he gets
It has
dragged out.
it has a blacked out body, but the arm is
Yeah,
colored.
it's his flesh is like covered in dripping blood and stuff, and he's like, "What the heck?" And it's talking
I
to him. It's
turn
like, "Come
into-
on, Ainsley." And he's
I
like,
turn into a deformed version of him, but this is
Yeah.
the alternate reality where his body got blown off and all that's left is an arm.
Yeah, he's like, "What is going on?" And you
Yo,
guys like
Advanced
stumble out of the
Warfare
hotel
looking
room.
real different.
Yeah, yeah. God. So you guys stumble out, and you know none of you are like in slow mo anymore. You're still pretty high, but you guys aren't like, totally like incoherently blasted. And you're all like sitting in the sidewalk, coughing and spluttering. As a man and a woman, the woman from the receptionist's desk, they run around the corner of the building, and they're like, "Oh my God, you guys okay? What happened?"
I'm gonna point to the room and the
We
gas
killed him
still leaking out.
Immediately.
You're gonna kill them. Oh my god.
Oh wait, we're heroes.
Yeah,
Everyone's
we are.
innocent until proven guilty. I forgot.
Yes, until they actually hurt you, like these guys.
I'm
did.
gonna look over and point to the room with the gas still leaking out that had like 2 feet of gas in it.
Yeah, it's this parking lot is like half covered in this gas by now. They're like,
I
oh my
think the
god.
vents in your motel are faulty because I don't buy that they're just there doing their job.
And the guy's like, oh geez, what the heck is that? And he runs up and he's like, are you guys okay? And he kind of like starts like moving you guys away from the gas,
Fucking
still spreading
collapses.
out. Yeah, he just falls over. No, he stays standing. Him and his wife, they walk over and they start like ushering you guys away from the rooms and being like, geez, are you guys all right? What the heck happened?
Yeah, I think we'll be okay. I just gotta go get my things and then we'll start driving again.
And he's like, all right, that's okay. And he's like, hey, do you guys, need anything after that? Like,
Hmm.
A refund.
Remembering back that we have a case of water in the car, I'm like, no, I think we should be good.
and I'm like, all right. And they kind of like lead you guys, patting you on the back and leaving you guys like keep propping Ainsley and Kyle up still, and they pull you guys, walk you guys around the back of the side of the building and then back towards the front. And get to the front of the building and you see there is an armored car, blocking the exit of the parking lot with a big 50 caliber turret on it. I can provide artwork because of course I can. I have art for everything.
Can I go? Did I go back into the room and grab my bag?
If you feel like getting
Pretty
high
sure
again.
all of us did.
Yeah,
mean,
that's
I would've
that's
left
what I
that
thought.
myself.
Because
I would've-
I said I was gonna go back in
Okay.
the room and grab my bag.
Okay, so you guys go back into the rooms, make more endurance checks for those of you who are going back in.
Eight.
Not Gabe.
10.
Kyle at disadvantage because you're more exposed than the others are.
8.
Still
Okay.
8.
Okay, Ainsley will also roll.
So I take like a
disadvantage.
deep breath of fresh air and
Yeah.
hold my breath and then go in,
Oh.
grab my bag. Can I grab think tanks while I'm in there?
I mean, he went in also. I would assume.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right.
So you guys go back into the room to get your bags. And you guys like get more.
I just
more
hold
wasted.
my breath while I'm in there.
Yeah. And you guys get your bags, and you come back out. And then you guys get brought back around to the front, and ushered back around. They're propping you guys up, and you guys. Let me find the art for this armored car. It's always up here, I think, because it's an older photo that I've had for quite a while. Let me actually find it on my Google Doc first, so I know what I'm looking for. Here we go. That one. Okay, I know what I'm looking for. I think correct. It isn't a 50 caliber turret. It is an autocannon, Lamau. Where is it?
Oh, that's just wonderful.
Yeah, bro, so much better than a 50 caliber, right, guys? An autocannon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic.
There's that stuff, and the photo for it must be around here somewhere. Where are you? Artwork. There's that stuff. Is that photo? That photo. I found other stuff for the Spherical Church, but it's not the one I'm looking for, Lamau. I have too many photos. Anyway, so you guys walk around, and this here we go. Here it is. This is called a Sentinel truck.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Oh, joy.
Yep. So you guys see that, and the autocannon kind of sees you guys, and it swerves over to point at you guys. And then I would like, well, how will this work? Because um, I now need to figure out how mean I want to be.
Well, I mean, we've already been found out. So
Well, I'm trying to think
that.
about because there's another layer to this that I'm trying to figure out how I want to work. Okay, Think Tank and Dynamo, make me perception checks at disadvantage, please.
Okay. Five and a 7.
All right.
Believe that's
Yeah,
still.
it's still a pass. Javier. Wow, he's deceased.
Javier.
Huh?
Oh,
Did I not say?
deceased.
I might have been muted when I said it. Sorry.
Yeah, probably.
2 and a 9.
209, a 2. Wow, okay.
Ooh.
So, Dynamo, as the autocannon spins to face towards you guys, Think Tank is too distracted going, oh no, to pay attention. But you notice that the husband is about to jab a needle into Kyle's neck. And
Can I do anything about it?
okay, roll me 1d. Okay, you can prevent
Lamau, you can
either
call out to me.
Ainsley or Kyle from being stabbed. You cannot say both.
Oh no.
We're going ethical dilemma over here.
Oh, bro. Wait, dude, Cold
both
War?
need to
Pick the
give
option
me-
where we
Yeah,
both
bro.
get stabbed.
Yeah, just don't do
Perfect.
anything and just let us die.
Okay, pause. Okay, pause.
Just
Both
look
of
at the
you need
character
to give
sheets.
me arguments as to why I should save you.
Ainsley Big Strong.
All right, that's one hell of an argument.
Also, we can stop bullets in midair,
Kyle,
but that's neither here nor there, Lamau.
Kyle, you gotta bring up a really good argument right now.
I can toast everyone here if I wanted to.
I mean, but can you toast that APC?
I don't know. I need to relook at my character sheet, and I'm blanking on where the
No,
link is.
your fire would not have any effect on vehicles, more or less.
Okay, I think Kyle.
Do either of our
Kyle,
vehicles have any? Do either of our things?
Well,
Can
Ainsley
stop
can stop
Ainsley-
bullets.
Ainsley can literally stop bullets, so if I let you get stabbed now, I can save
let
us
me-
in the long run.
Let me ask you this: why can you only save one?
Because I only
the
have
needles
this
are
one
like
action.
the needles are like the motion of being injected is already like it's halfway finished. He only has time to leap in and save stop one of their arms. He can't.
And he can't.
Because
He can't warn
I
the
can
other.
You're
if
both
I act
too high.
fast
That's the
enough,
point.
if
Mm.
I act fast enough, I can like electricity whip out, stop the arm. Because I'm assuming we're
Sure.
not like right next to them.
I mean, that's up to you guys. I
I'm
thought you were
pretty
guys were
sure
like
we-
walking like in a line, you know, like in a adjacent line.
I'm pretty sure we would have been like at least 2-2.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
That's what I'm thinking. But that.
Just save
All right.
Ainsley, I guess. Well,
All right.
I don't fucking know. I don't really care, bro. It's not like I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna. So assuming we're walking in 2-2, I see the guy going to stab Ainsley. I'm gonna Spartan kick him from behind.
All right. Make me.
I've been
so-
doing a lot of kicking at night.
You have.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me 1d10 and add your agility stat, and I will roll 1d10 and add this guy's strength stat.
What's my agility?
Ooh, pretty good. I
Ooh,
think.
I'm used to that number.
Yeah, 6.
Ugh.
That is a 6.
So you get a 12 in total. I need to find this guy's character. These guys.
Pretty
character
good.
sheets.
Pretty good.
Strength. Okay, they have a strength of that number.
Dude, I've been
Cool.
eating. I just ate a half 11.
12. Ooh, he beat you actually.
What?
With a 14 instead of he beat your 12 with a 14.
How?
Because he rolled a 7 on the dice and he has a 7 strength instead of a 6 strength. So you go to kick him and he doesn't move. You kick him in the back and it stops him from stabbing Ainsley in the short term. You kind of like nudge him forward, but he kind of like bares his teeth and he spins around at you, and he just like drops Ainsley basically, and he just kind of like stumbles to the ground like ugh, and then the woman stabs Ace in the neck and injects her with a knockout serum and unconscious.
Nice.
So she's out like a light. So you guys now roll initiative.
Alright.
So I have to roll for
Oh!
the husband and
Ooh,
wife.
thank you. Thank you.
You rolled a 10.
I rolled a 9.
Ah.
Still want me to roll initiative?
No, it doesn't make a difference. You're gonna be out for. Well, actually, you can roll me 1d8 if you want to see how long you're gonna be unconscious for.
One turn.
One.
One turn.
Now 1d is hours, my friend. He's out for hours.
Oh.
I got 1.
And Ainsley rolled a 1 on the die for initiative. It makes sense. He's high. So honestly, I'm not that shocked.
2 1s, nice.
Oh, you got a 1. All right, then you're only out for 1 hour.
Unless other things, do you have that, or is it straight up?
They can wake you
knockout?
up. Well, they can try to wake you up, yes, but if they don't, then it's in an hour you wake up.
Bro, just shock me.
I can.
So Ainsley has an initiative of 8. He rolled a 1. Husband
So
and
he
wife.
gets 9.
He got an 8 in total. Wow.
Oh.
And polar opposite. The husband and wife rolled a 10 on the dice.
Bro, are these like hyperactive fucking old people?
They're not old. They're like in their
More
30s.
unregistered
I
mutants?
thought they were old.
They are unregistered, yes. I guess they're not technically mutants.
Are they mages? Well, no, because if so, it's not our problem, we just leave.
No, they are also not mages. They are. Well, I guess they're technically a form of mage, but they're like, oh, I don't know. You'll figure it out. You'll see.
Telling you though, if I
Wow.
wake up, I'm torching them.
Well, I assume they'll die before you get a chance to because they aren't. Well, I guess they're tough, but they aren't
I'll
invincible.
torch their dead bodies.
Wow. And then I will roll.
Any means necessary.
Car. Wow, the car rolled a 1 as well. I can't roll anything but a 1 or a 10, apparently. Jesus Christ.
Wow. Nice.
Actually,
You're
I need
either
to roll
too
for
good or
the
too bad.
Spherical security that get out of the car.
Man, first combat, I'm not in. Surprise.
Yeah, bro. You know how it is.
It's like that sometimes. Don't worry, I'm just taking a beauty rest. It's all part of my plan.
I rolled another 1. Jesus Christ. What is happening? Why?
It's because you knocked me out. That's why.
Yeah, this is punishment. All right, so what do you Dynamo and
Oh,
Think
who's
Tank
top of
get?
turn order?
Oh, you got a 10, you said, right? Or no, a 9?
I got a 9.
You got 9.
So you got a 15
What
in
is-
total. What does Xavier get?
4.
A 4. Wow, big man on campus over here.
I believe in you, Dynamo. You got this.
4
Nothing
plus
thinking.
Oh,
6
boy.
is 10. Well, you still go before the car does, and before Ainsley does, and before the security guys do. So, you know what? Honestly, you're better than Ainsley at this point. You both are. He's too high right now to just like he's prone, just like whoa, bro, that syringe is pretty sick. He's just like out of his mind.
Yo, he's looking at the syringe on the floor with him.
Yeah, it got dropped, and he's like, whoa. Up first
He
is
can
the
he can grab the syringe and stab the guy or the woman with it.
no, he'll stab himself with it. He's that high.
Bro, he's high off his mind.
Yeah, it'll be like, eat me.
That's a
and
cool
then they're like, all right,
lollipop.
buddy. He just passes out.
Just
Yeah.
eats the syringe.
Yo,
It's like the
Ainsley
Novocaine,
is
just
tough.
in the gums.
He's tough, bro. He's tough.
Oh yeah, he is.
Mhm.
Up first is the husband and wife duo, Hoo boy, I get to use some actually fun enemies that won't die in one shot. You love to see it.
You love to see it. First combat, man. They'll get through this. Everyone dies.
Yeah, I could. This could. Well, if that car shoots you all, then he could TPK you all.
Yeah, that's why I said have Ainsley be alive, because he's
Yeah.
gonna stop the car. You know.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna stop bullets, right?
Well, these guys
He's
are
gonna
technically
stop
rangers, so-
bullets, right?
Yeah, he can. Yes, he is not high to the point where he can't do anything. He's just slow.
So he's starting to
Doesn't
shake himself
work.
out of it.
Yeah. So the husbando, he's going to turn around. He's going to attempt to hit you with a special punch. So I need you to make me 1d10 and add your endurance, which is better than his strength, by the way. And he will roll 1d10 plus his strength.
That is a 8.
On the dice. Wow, he rolled awfully. So he goes to try to punch you in probably to try to grab you on like the shoulder and pinch one of your nerve clusters, and it hurts a lot, but it doesn't do anything.
So he's grabbing my arm right now, right?
He's grabbing your shoulder. That's his first
Okay.
action. Second action, seeing that didn't work on you, he's like, "Dang it, bro." He didn't say that. He just growls at you, and then he's going to try to just punch you. You can attempt to
Okay.
dodge if you want to spend a reaction to do so.
Well, I wanna keep him close.
Well, he
So
will
I'm
either way.
gonna-
You're still in melee with him.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try and dodge. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 7.
Okay, so you do so.
And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sidestep, and then on my turn, I'm gonna use my energy blade ability. Or energy cut. And I'm gonna stab him in the stomach. Or well,
Why
through
don't-
the side of the stomach.
No,
Okay.
7 through the stomach. You wanna know what pains me?
Hmm.
That hero thinking got almost 2 people knocked out.
Yes, it did.
I literally was like, kill them
almost
on the
like,
spot, and I'm like,
you know, the villains of the world know to play to the company's goodwill and heroism. You know, almost like that's like a trope
Mhm,
of comic books
mhm.
or something. Wow.
damn.
Well,
Why
now
did I
their
follow that
goodwill
trope?
has run out.
Why did I follow that trope, bro? Just
that's that guy's turn. He punches and then he fails his cool power. The wife is going to run up after just drop Ace on the ground like a sack of potatoes, and she's going to run over towards Think Tank and try to do the same nerve pinch to you that the husband tried to do to Dynamo. So, Think Tank, make me 1d10 plus your endurance, please.
8.
Gosh,
Yeah!
darn it! And she rolled a 1 on the dice. God,
Yeah!
she got an 8 total, and you got
Let's
like a 16
go!
total. So, great. So she goes to pinch you, and you just kind of like lean back, and she doesn't even get to touch you. She's just like, oh, eh. That's her whole turn because she spent her turn trying to
Running.
pinch you, and you're running and pinching. Up next is what a great turn economy these guys have, huh? Running and pinching.
oh yeah.
Up next is Dynamo.
Alright, yeah. And I'm standing right next
Wake
to the
me
guy.
up.
He just moved past me almost. Almost like I'm an Ultra Instinct. Energy cut time. Turn my hand into a sharp blade by coating it in solidified electrical energy. And then I'm gonna
Yep.
stab him with it.
All right.
Very much Dragon Ball Super Zamasu style.
All right.
With
This guy.
with the hand blade.
This guy can attempt to dodge.
Oh, please roll a 1 on this.
Probably will on my bloody luck today. I rolled like 5 1s in the past 2 minutes. Nope, I got an 8. So you cut upwards and he kind of like almost unnaturally quick, kind of like definitely like spins, like barrel rolls like on his feet and like gets back to standing position. A very fancy kind of like Japanese style martial arts move. Can you attack multiple times in one action with that? I think you can, right? Twice.
Yes.
So you can attempt to dodge multiple times because unlike you guys, he has more than one reaction.
Oh,
man.
joy.
Oh, people rolled the one. Never mind.
Yeah! 3D100!
And that ignores armor,
So-
I assume, or most
Yes,
armor.
it does. It does.
How much
it
armor?
does ignore armor.
2 or 3.
Ignoring armor stat number.
Oh, so it's all armor. Okay, yeah.
So the first one was kind of like an upper slice.
Yeah.
This one's gonna be a downward stab towards the neck.
So you just. Okay.
Oh my. Oh my. So we got 280s and a 90.
280 is 160, so it's 250 damage. Wow. Not dead yet, but he's almost dead.
I think you just insta-killed some of the characters. I think you just insta-killed me.
Yeah. Or Think Tank.
That would have
Or yourself.
I would have insta-killed myself.
The only one who would have lived through that is Ainsley. So you slip upwards and he dodges, and then you come back down with your sword, and it like he keeps backing up like he sees it coming, and again unnaturally quick he backs up again, but it carves a deep gouge down from his left like pectoral all the way down to his like right ribs. It's and he's like, "Ugh."
So, is Think Tank gonna
I now have
wake me up?
I now have a cooldown of 4 combat turns.
So he is messed up. He is bleeding. He's like his like flannel
Let me
shirt
set
covered in blood now.
Let me set a 1d4. So 4 turns until I can use that again.
Yes. So that is your first action. Actually, no, is
Yes.
that is your first action?
That's my first action.
Yes.
So, I'm assuming Think Tank's gonna wake me up then?
Well, technically, you've got one more action still. Dynamo. So you
Oh,
can
I
still-
do?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, bet. I'm gonna use restrain
Okay. On who?
on the guy in front of me.
All right. Should the target backwards facing the
So
target.
I now have I used 1 charge level for the energy blade, and then I'm using 1 charge level for the restrain.
Okay. So you're just
Let's see.
shoved into a straight line backwards until they hit a surface that is equivalent in size to the target. So this victim grappled and restrained can be an enemy each of their turns make a -1 to render themselves free. Okay. So I have to make him an endurance check to resist being pushed back, basically. He rolled a 1.
You lucky wankers.
So
That is a 2d100.
No, that doesn't do damage this turn. Next turn, yeah.
If I turn it into electricity,
Yes.
it'll do 2d100. Let's go.
Yeah, so you guys watch as first of all, Dynamo he pulls out this like wireframe katana, like short, like a ninjato, like short sword, and then he electrifies it, and it gets coated in electricity. Then he carves down this guy's chest.
Well, no. That one is where I turn my hand into the blade.
Oh yeah, he comes in and you just like. Yes, you just
Very
with
kind
his
of like what
chest.
Zamasu does in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, or Dragon Ball Super.
Yes, you do that, and then you guys watch as he just kind of like claps his hands together and spreads them apart, and then like pushes them towards him, and this kind of connecting like line of electrical energy shoots out, wraps around the dude, and he goes flying backwards. Probably like.
Probably
God.
slamming through a tree and into a rock.
I have to see the map, see how far he would actually go flying.
True Dragon Ball
He
Z,
just goes
bro.
flying.
So it flies into the next arena.
Yeah, so he goes
Arena
flying
change.
back like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He's 40 feet before getting pinned against the side of the building because the ankle that he got shot back at made him hit the building eventually. He's 40 feet away from you guys now, wrapped in electrical cable, and he's trying to he's trying to break free, but he can't. Not this turn. So that is your turn, Mr. Dynamo.
Very nice.
Good job.
Very
You
nice.
almost killed one of my important guys. One of the cool dudes. Up next is Think Tank.
Cool. So I've got the chick on the right.
Yes, you're the chick.
Just fist through the sternum.
Cool. I guess one first action is gonna be shielding myself. XD. Or actually,
Quick question: am I in like 30 feet of Xavier?
Yeah, you're within 15 feet of him.
Bro, just Psyshock me, Lamech.
Wow.
no XD. Actually, yeah. How far is everyone from me? Like on the team?
On the team, so Dynamo, so Ainsley is to your right, adjacent square. Then next to him on his right, adjacent to Ainsley, is Dynamo. Then adjacent to him is an empty space because it used to be the husband who's now not there anymore. Then 5 square. Then so there's Dynamo, empty space. Then Ace's unconscious body.
Hmm.
So she's within
All right.
5, 10, 15, 25 feet from you.
Well, I will bubble shield then.
Bubble shield. All right, give me
Get
that.
the boys under my protection.
Give me that endurance check then, buddy.
All right. One moment, if you please.
So, the unconscious teammate is not covered by the bubble shield, but the rest of them are.
I hate everything.
Sick.
I just want you to know.
We go to roll the one, Xavier.
Yep.
Oh my.
Well, so you guys watch as Think Tank, thinks really hard like a tank. Ugh, and nothing happens.
Why am I not surprised? I was gonna say I can shock you awake.
So that's your
Okay.
first action, Javier.
Oh, fuck me, I guess. I'm gonna just try
Now,
again.
how about you do some damage?
There's
No,
a cooldown on
no.
that.
I am not waiting
Javier,
for it to
alright?
be the APC's turn before we get fucking creamed. Lamau?
You can't make the bubble shield because there's a cooldown on that, but you could wall, I suppose.
Fine. I'll wall so the APC doesn't have a shot on us.
Alright, give me another endurance check.
Why don't you roll another one?
Lamau.
Oh, I got a 3. Lamau. They
That's
tried.
passive,
Fate
though.
tried.
Fate, I tried to. I'm telling you, dude, my luck is spreading. Okay.
Your
Watch
luck,
as-
you're cursed.
As Think Tank thinks real hard for a couple seconds. Nothing happens. He puts his arms down, puts his arms back up to his temples, thinks real hard a second time, and then kind of that kind of heat wavy, kind of wibbly wobbly kind of a wall. A 15. Actually, is it? It's 5 feet thick, 15 feet wide, and 10 feet tall. So to keep you guys safe from the shield, between you guys and the APC, it's barely visible.
So who is explicitly covered by this wall?
Everyone. Well, it's 50
okay.
feet wide, so the unconscious woman isn't. But that's it. Everybody else is. Okay. All right.
Isn't it Ainsley's turn?
Oh, let me see. Think yes. Yes, it is Ainsley's turn.
Wake me up.
Nah, he's high, bro. He's gonna get that needle in his arm. No, he doesn't. I could. He's going to spend half his move to stand back up, kind of wobbling around, and he's like, I didn't hear no bell. And he's gonna go and try to sock the woman, who can dodge.
I don't hear a fat lady, and you're not fat.
Actually, no. he can. Why is he gonna punch her? He just pulls out his gun. He has a pistol. And I don't think she can dodge bullets, can she?
Question of the century. Why is he gonna punch her?
He has a gun.
To shoot or not to
oh.
shoot, that is the answer.
Well, she can dodge bullets, but at disadvantage. So, in my luck, she won't because she sucks. They both suck.
Watch her
Everything
roll
sucks.
a 10 and a 1.
Probably. That's the wrong dice.
10 and a 1.
Alright, rolling a disadvantage. She rolled 2 8s, actually.
Oh!
So Ainsley will fire again.
So wait, does it hit Think Tank?
No.
Oh,
She
okay.
rolled a 4 and a 7 that time, which also she dodges. So Ainsley pulls his gun and bang, bang, and right point blank at her, and she just dodges both shots. And he's like, "Stand still, woman!" Fires 2 more times. She can only dodge 1 more time. She rolled a 2 and a 9, so she fails. She takes 4d100 damage.
Oh!
This could kill her in 1 shot. Probably won't, but it could. Let's see. 240 damage. Jesus. Again with.
Jeez.
So Izzy fires.
He
Bang,
did almost
bang.
just as much damage as I did.
Did 10 less than you. So he fires 2 times. She dodges both. Fires 2 more times. So she dodges like she leans like to make like she moves to the left for the first shot, right for the second shot, and then he goes to fire the 3rd time. But rather than shoot at her, he shoots to her left. So she dodges into the first bullet, hits her in the chest. Then she moves again in the chest again. She's now 2 bullet holes in her chest. She's like, still I didn't hear no bell.
I still have 4 turns left on my cooldown for the blade, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, that's Ainsley's turn.
I say once the combat with these 2 buffoons ends, we should probably like sneak out into the woods and get suited up.
So it is now the spherical
The
security.
APC's turn.
So no, not
No,
quite
you
there
have
after this.
spherical church people too.
Yeah. So the car with the autocannon on it, right? The 2 back doors open, and 2 armored goons with rifles.
Oh no.
ARs step out. I can provide artwork for them
Oh no.
because I'm that cool. And they step out. And they're both going to attempt to shoot you guys, but they will hit the shield instead because they're blocked by the shield. So I just need to figure out how that's going to work after I find the artwork. It's down some more. Oh, I have so much artwork. Not enough time. Where is it? Where is it? That's them. Just lucky that the husband and wife aren't wearing their armor, or they get armor stat number 2. So
It's a good thing most of my abilities
your lightning stuff
ignore armor.
because you are a gosh darn dastardly lightning user.
Dynamancer.
Yeah. I can't find this artwork. Where are you, Spherical Church goons?
I love being a Dynamancer.
Alright, I'll find that artwork later. Because you're gonna see them again anyway. So they're going to.
I mean, that's basically what Kodian is.
Yes, he's a dynakinetic dude. So they get 4 shots and a -1. So they each get 4 shots. So that's a total of 8 shots. Now I need to check how the think tank thing. I think whenever it takes damage, you need to make an endurance check to
Never mind.
resist to keep it up.
Never mind.
So Xavier.
Wait, does she not notice that her husband just went flying to the building?
Well, she does. She just doesn't care.
It's not her real husband.
So I'm trying to count
It's
this
just a cover.
as okay. I need you to make 2 endurance checks. I'm being nice rather than making you make 1 per bullet because that'll be a bit ridiculous. I
Oh,
think. So only
that would
one
be
per
horrible.
1 per action spent shooting. I'll say. So 2
All
in this
right.
case.
It's a 9 and a 6.
Okay, so these 2 guys, you see them like jump out of their car, out of SUV, and they train these cool like I was like actually maybe I can copy and paste their guns and stuff in their artwork. I'll try. So they will no, it doesn't work. What a shame. So they get in the car. They like train their guns on on dynamo and think tank, and they they rapid fire, full auto unload at you guys, and the bullets kind of like like they hit the psychic shield, and it ripples like water where they hit, and then the bullets kind of like fall to the ground harmlessly, like squished when they hit the wall. That's their turn. They did nothing. Now it is the car's turn.
Oh no!
Runs everyone over.
No, it can't because it's the wall's in the way. We hit the wall.
And doesn't know that.
Yeah. So the car can fire also 4 times with its autocannon. It's 95 caliber rail autocannon to be precise.
Oh!
Man, can't wait to die.
Yeah. So this does. Oh god, I have to remember because I changed the damage values of weaponry for vehicles and stuff. This time I will make Xavier roll 4 times because these are big. These are big bullets that are
These
coming
are
at
big
him.
boy bullets.
Yeah, and if one gets through, then Ainsley will freeze it if he can. So you can fail once, Xavier.
Only once though.
Well,
Yes.
good news for me. 7, 9, 4, and 3.
Ah, okay.
Came pretty close. Fate tried.
Yes, Fate did try again. So the autocannon and it dung, 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 and these 4 big explosive rods fire out of this cannon, and they boom, 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 boom. They impact against this psychic wall, and there's these huge plumes of dust and smoke and fire, like curl around the sides of the wall. But none of them make it through, and you can imagine the guy in the car being like, "God damn it." My autocannon. My super cool autocannon.
Yeah, the guy in the
What
car is like,
tarnation?
What in tarnation?
the guy in the
got
car is
this
like,
cool gun for nothing.
I only get to drive this once every 4 years. God damn.
Yeah. I get to fire this thing like once a month,
Gosh
man. Come
darn
on,
it.
pity me. Let me shoot you. Just once.
Engineer.
Yeah, I think autocannons now do like 9 or 10 D100 damage per shot.
Oh!
Yeah, this thing, 1 shot would have killed you guys. But that's why I told you guys in character creation, make characters that are good at like incapacitating people and stuff because you're gonna need it. So be grateful that I warned you ahead of time. So that's the car's
Well, I mean,
turn.
Crimson Dynamo's been a character that's been in, completion for a while now.
Yes, that is true. So that's the car's turn. He did nothing. Up next, top of the turn order, is the husband and the waifu. Husband will attempt to break free. They get -1. He got a 9,
Nerd.
which goes to an 8.
Oh.
He passes. So you
Oh.
see him like, ha, you put down, he's like, ha, nerd. Then he just, and the lightning disappears, and he falls to
Does
the
that
ground
not
again.
does that not do 2D100 now that it's returned to electricity?
No, it just dissipates.
Oh.
You'd have had to, on your turn, gone and then, like, converted it basically to energy.
Oh dear.
So he can't, actually, can he reach you? I don't think he's not fast enough to reach you.
No.
No.
I'm very far away because
He's 40 feet away from
40
you.
feet away.
Yeah, and he doesn't have that high an agility stat. He's not car fast. He's not that good. What
Yeah,
is- let me see.
nerd.
Does it make? Okay, wait, let me check. Okay, actually, yeah. So never mind. He doesn't get a turn because your restraint says at the end of their turns make a strength check, so he can't actually do anything. His whole turn is spent fighting against his lightning, and then he breaks it through, and then he stops. His wife, on the other hand, is now involved with both Ainsley and Think Tank.
And
And
an
me.
unconscious
Wow,
body.
she's involved with us? How
Oh yeah,
scandalous.
she's involved, all right. She is very involved, romantically involved.
You know, as you know, she's taking swings, like, you know, few finger guns. So, you come here often?
Yeah, bro. So she's going. Do I want to like super attack you? Or do I not want to super?
Probably
who do I want
not.
to super? Better question. Who do I want to super attack? The tank character or the guy with the psychic shield? I think she would try to at least like. It's on cooldown though. She can't stun you.
Let's be honest.
Probably
She
the
would
guy
probably.
that just shot her.
No,
Yeah,
no.
that's true.
Think about it, right? If you're trying to get the group of them, in theory,
Yeah,
she
the
would
autocannon.
try to stop. Yeah, she would try to
Psychic
stop
guy.
the think tank.
Yes.
Does she know
But
that
she
he's
doesn't
psychic?
know
Is it?
that.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's
Is
the
it
thing.
obvious that he's psychic?
I mean, to somebody who
Sure,
knows
he
what
put
to
his
look for,
fingers
then
to his
yes,
temple, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I assume he has like his hand outstretched towards the space where the wall is, but the wall isn't super visible, so she probably
But
would
she's
assume that
so
he's doing
involved
something.
with you.
Yeah, but
She's
she is,
involved with you guys, so she's not worried
Yeah,
about
she's
that.
gonna try to crump Ainsley then. So she has to. The user
Okay.
makes strength check. It's 1d10 plus strength versus the target's endurance plus endurance stat. Okay, so I need Ainsley to make 1d10 plus endurance, and the woman made 1d10 plus strength. Ainsley rolled another 1, and the woman rolled another 10. God,
That's
why?
unfortunate.
Okay, in that case, Ainsley takes 1d8 times 10 damage. I don't think he has armor
Oh, that's
stat.
unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
It is. Let's leave armor stat.
Rip in the chat for Ainsley.
But he has like 400 health, so he's fine. But it'll sting. But what will hurt more
Rip.
when he goes flying from this attack. So he takes 60 damage. Then a 340 health.
Ripping pepperonis,
So
Ainsley.
this woman just like she kind of like pulls her arm back, and think tank, you see her arm begin to glow with some kind of energy, and then she just like palm strikes Ainsley in the chest, and he goes flying. Half of the user's strength stat number, which her strength number is 7, so he goes flying back 15 feet.
Oh.
And takes damage if he hits anybody. Because she is where she is, she would hit, or he would hit Think Tank. So Think Tank and Ainsley both take 1d6 times 10 damage.
Oh
Yep.
no.
And that means
Oh no.
a constitution check for Mr. Think Tank over there.
Please pass.
You take 10 damage, Xavier. You're lucky.
When we're rolling?
An endurance check, basically.
8.
Okay, so she palm strikes Ainsley in the chest, and he goes flying, and he smacks into the Think Tank, and you both. And Ainsley took like 50 more damage from that, so he's down to 290 health now. He's looking almost bad. He's like, oh, he's like out of breath. He's high. He's confused. He's scared. So he's not doing so well. That is the woman's first action. Her second action will be to turn around, try to punch Dynamo for hurting her husband. You can attempt to dodge.
Yeah, sure. That is a 10. Good sir.
So she turns around and she's like, "Hee-yah!" You get to like roundhouse kick you and just like sidestep her.
No.
That's their turns. Up
Just a
next
casual. No.
is Dynamo.
Me, right?
Wake
Alright.
me.
Yeah, first action, I'm gonna
Ignore Kyle. Second action, ignore Kyle. End my turn.
I'm gonna send out a little like I'm gonna like snap my fingers and like send out a little like bolt of electricity to wake up Kyle.
Okay, you're using what's like Volt or whatever it is.
I don't have that
Or like,
skill on my sheet,
What's it called?
but that needs to be a skill.
Should be a skill. Right now.
Well, the thing is, you have limited electrokinesis, limited dynakinesis.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
can't
but
just, like,
I can.
you can
alright,
walk
fine.
over and like shake her until she wakes up. That would be the same thing. That would work.
I mean, yeah, that works. All right then.
All right, so you go over and you.
I'm also not wearing my suit. Assumingly, when I wear my suit, I have buffed like conductivity.
Not really. It looks cool.
Oh, well.
So
I mean,
you
I
go
can
over-
make electricity whips.
Nice.
So
yes,
like,
yes, it's So you walk over and you shake Kyle. Now you can roll initiative, Kyle, because you've entered the combat after like 3 turns.
You want me to re-roll or keep the one I did because I thought you wanted me to roll?
I don't care.
Okay.
yes,
Yes.
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 9.
9. Okay, so 9 plus. What's your agility? 6 or 5? Johnny is 5. Yeah, 14.
Agility's 5, yeah.
Okay, so next combat round, you will take your action. So you're kind of, you've been
Sick.
woken up and you're like, head's groggy. You're still kind of high. Everything's still kind of really vibrant colors. You're like, oh, what the heck happened? Why is there blood everywhere? Why is there a car? Why is that guy 40 feet away? What the heck? Very confused. Why is that woman shot twice? Questions. Up next is Think Tank. It's your turn.
Wait, I only did one action though.
Oh yeah, you did. What's your second action?
Second action, I am going to walk over well, I'm not gonna walk over, but after waking up Kyle, I am then going to electro whip the husband.
What is the
And,
range
like, just-
on your electro whip?
I'm not sure because you haven't given me the electro whip ability.
That one.
I would assume it's similar to restrain.
Yeah, it's like the same thing as restraint, basically.
Okay.
So the 30 feet. So you need to get closer, which would use your action. So you can't hit him with that this turn. Or this, yeah, it's this turn anyway.
Can I hit the wife then?
Yeah.
Since you just tried to. Okay, yeah, sure. I'm gonna not. So what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna use my electric whip. What I'm instead gonna do is kind of like, charge up my hands
Mm-hmm.
and pull a Majin Vegeta and just like try to like shock her away and like shock her so hard that she just goes flying. Yeah.
Okay, so you want to do the same thing that she did to Ainsley, but to her, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
I'm gonna show her how it feels.
So she will attempt to dodge. She got a 10 again, 2 in a row from her. So you touch your fist up and you go to punch, and she just kind of like.
Well, no,
like,
I don't try to punch her. I just put
like,
my hands out, charge my hands out,
and she just kind of.
basically creating an
underneath.
electrical wave.
Yeah, and she ducks underneath and stuff. So that is your action. Up next is Think Tank.
Oh boy.
That's one of her reactions down. I have to remember that.
All right, cool. Can I tase the wife?
Yes, you can attempt to
He's
tase
the
wife.
wife.
Going to use your actual IMD issued taser to tase the wife?
Yes.
When you've got a human taser right here.
Yes.
Lol.
Alright, so she can dodge at disadvantage because it is a ranged attack. That's again the wrong dice. No, this is gone. Alright. She got a 4, which still passes.
Wow.
So you
Wow.
you can draw your taser and you and if this is a little ball of
Well, I can
electricity.
shoot
kind of-
twice.
Yeah, so
So.
she can dodge, attempt to dodge a second time. Let's see, can she do it? Yes. 9 and a 7. So you these 2 little balls of electricity shoot out, and she kind of again bobs and weaves, past them. That's your first action gone. You can attempt to shoot again, if you so want to. She can't dodge anymore, by the way, so you can.
And at that point, I'm like, Well, shit. I guess I'll just do this the old-fashioned way. And I'm gonna side shark her.
All right.
Hey.
Side shocker. Okay. Stun them. Okay, maybe that endurance check then, buddy. She can't defend because she isn't a psyker. So,
8.
all right. So she is stunned for 2
Ooh.
combat turns.
Nice.
Although she'll live past 1 more combat turn, I reckon. Okay. In that case, up next is Ainsley. Ainsley. All right. Gun. He auto hits. 4d100. She's dead.
Wait, Ainsley just shot her?
Yeah. He just so Think Tank like walks up and like thinks real hard at her and like it's kind of like almost I mean he can see it. Nobody else can. It's kind of like little lightning bolt of electricity shoots between his head and her head, and she gets like gets stunned for a second. And then Ainsley walks up behind her, puts his guns back over her head, and just bang bang, two bullets, done. And she falls over dead, and her husband's like, "No, Clarice," or whatever her name was. I don't know.
Yo, if he says Clarice out loud, I'm really about to roast him and be like, your wife was Clarice? No wonder you're fucking evil. I spit on your wife's grave.
Wow. So that's Ainsley's first action. Second action will be to fire twice at the husband. Actually, how much ammo is in his gun? Actually, it might be all of his ammo in his gun. He's fired.
I got a weird
8
question.
times now. Yeah.
So, certain things ignore armor.
Yes.
Does that mean that they can affect vehicles?
No.
Mm.
So he
Okay.
he passed both of those. Okay. 4d100 at the husband. Or not the husband. Yeah, the husband. Yeah. Yep, he's dead. That's 180 damage dealt to him. So Ainsley, bang bang, 1-2, taps the wife, turns around, bang bang, 2 more in the chest. The husband's like, "No, Clarice," he dies. That's his
Could
turn.
have spent that time he was mourning his wife
Yep.
on attacking.
He could have, but he's dead now. Up next is the spherical security guys. I'm gonna make an intelligence check to see if they can even tell if there is like the wall or not. You got 7. They do. So both of them spend one of their actions to run around the wall. I gotta find my map to see if how much movement that would take up. To see if they need to sprint to do that. Let me hear. Oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, for sure they need to. Well, they'd be far away, but they wouldn't be able to get around it. Okay. So they both run around and they train their guns at all of you, and they're like, "That's enough of that. Drop your weapons." And then who will they shoot at? Actually, first of all, I should check. Can Ainsley regenerate? I think he can. He does not. Never mind. I was wrong.
I was gonna say, can't most of us regenerate?
No, Ainsley cannot.
No.
You cannot. I don't think Xavier can either. I don't think anybody can.
I know I can recharge.
Yeah, you can recharge. You can't regenerate. So the goons. Who are they? Who are they? It's the biggest threat. Probably Ainsley because he just domed 2 of their bosses. So you're gonna try to shoot only 1 bullet at him because they think he's injured and high. So they think they're just gonna put him on his
Rump
butt.
him.
Yeah, just put him on his butt and then they'll finish him off. So that is 1 check from each of them. Well, they both rolled 2s. They both miss. So they both take careful aim at Ainsley and then bang bang and they both miss. That's their turn done. Up next is the car, who again 4 autocannon rounds, boom 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 into the shield. Xavier, 4 more shots or 4 more endurance checks rather.
All right, let's see. Oh, okay, I passed.
Wow. Okay, so once
3,
again,
9, 6, 5.
oh, fate tried again, but he couldn't quite pull it off. So bum 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 bum. The shield, again, these huge ripples of psychic energy kind of like wibble and like jello in the explosions. But they don't go through, and the guy inside is really getting ticked off. Now he's like,
Getting
bro.
really mad.
He's like, bro. Not every day I get to use this gun too often, and you're ruining my chance.
Damn.
You're ruining my groove.
Yeah, bro.
That
Emperor's New Groove.
sucks to be him.
It does. It
I'm
really
sorry,
does.
sir, but you've thrown off the Emperor's groove.
Up next would have been the monk people, but they're dead. So it's the Dynamo's turn.
They're monks?
Yeah, they were monks.
Huh.
Lol.
Lol.
They have key to spend.
Come on, bro. It was obvious they were monks from the start.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them more stuff between
Lol.
missions as well. But anyway,
Can't give them any more stuff if they're dead.
well, yeah, those two are dead, but they belong to a separate cast of church enemy types. They were actually weaker because they didn't have any armor. Anyway, yeah, it's your turn, Dynamo. There are two Spherical Church goons aiming their rifles at your companions. And then there's the big truck.
Oof. Big oof.
Yes, big truck.
I should probably is my Alright. You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
How close am I to that?
You would be. I can count squares really quickly.
Hasn't it been 4 turns, by the way?
It has.
Yes. They're like 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, like 30 feet away from you right now.
Oh. Okay.
Not too
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna whip him.
Alrighty.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw the whip out and shock his gun.
So I can pull up the stats for a mundane whip and just use those for your electro whip. Where's my rule book? Here's my rule book.
Just add electricity damage to it, honestly.
Yeah. So that requires a perception check. The whip does. I know that much. I mean, it's like a 30-foot range, so you're in range just barely to hit them.
Yeah. Yeah, and this would probably use like what, 1 charge?
Sure. We'll adjust that
Alright.
between sessions, but for now, 1 charge will work.
7.
7. That does in fact pass.
And as my second action, I'm going to send a singular charge through this electrical whip and electrify the gun to hopefully make the ammo explode.
Well, that's not how electricity works.
Oh, well.
But
Well,
so this is the
either
whip
way.
does standard 1d6 times 10 damage, or 1d6 times 10 plus your bare hands damage.
1d6 times 10 plus
Yes.
my bare hands.
Yeah, so if you have a 6 strength, that'd be another one. So 2d6 times 10, or 1d12 times 10.
Oh.
Pick your poison.
Okay. So wait, it's either 2d6 times 10 or,
Or 1d12.
1d6.
Or 1d12.
Oh, or 1d12. I'll do 2d6.
So this is the spherical security guys you guys are fighting currently.
Yeah. So basically, I'm just trying to crack him with the whip. Hopefully, me putting a big enough or one singular charge into this attack. Like I'm using 1 charge, but then I'm also using 1 charge on the impact.
So then add another d6. Why not?
All right. Third d6.
Yes.
That is 1 6, a 5, and a 3.
So 6, 5, and a 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 60, so it's 110, 140 damage. How much health these guys have? I can check.
Hot
Yo.
damn.
They have not that much health. So you and you crack the electric whip, and it wraps around his gun, and then you surge the additional charge through it, and it melts like the barrel of his gun off, and then it also like steam, like smoke begins to like come from between his armor. He's like, Then he falls over.
Very, very nice.
You killed him?
Yes, he's dead.
Yes.
So it is your foist action.
And I don't know what to do for my second.
There's one more guy left and the car. So
How many charges?
Sorry, I almost cut myself.
you have I think like we have 4 left. No, yeah, 4 left.
Oh! This guy's about to catch the same smoke.
All right, make me a perception check.
All right. That is another 7.
All right, then 3d6 times 10.
Oh, this dude's not so lucky. It's 2 6s and a 3.
And a 3. So you whip one guy with your second arm. You whip the second guy, and the same deal. I think you just like whip around like the second dude's like neck, and just and like blood begins to leak out of his neck where you're like melting his throat, his neck out, and he just and they both just
His head then severs.
not quite, but almost. You can see his spine.
Almost.
You can see his spine as he just they both
Tasty.
simultaneously just collapse. Now it's only the car with the big auto cannon left, and it is your turn.
I think we can handle this.
So up next is Ace, who can't hurt cars. Lamau.
Damn, only if fire could hurt cars.
Yeah, you could have people in the cars if you were to shoot the window out, something like that, and then like put a spell through the window and just boom.
Oh, word?
Yes, that would work.
Bro, damn, it sucks that you gave me a taser. Oh wait, never mind. I got it. Yeah, sure, I'll shoot the window out.
All right, you do have to move. Let you know you are covered by the wall. So make me a perception check at disadvantage to cold shot the window.
8.
Okay, so you then roll damage.
2d12 times 10.
Bangada.
190.
All right. Yep. So you pop, and the windshield shatters.
By the way, if it wasn't with this, I would have gotten a 10, bro. I could have shot him too.
You could have just aimed for him to begin with, but.
Oh, I thought like it was tinted windows.
Well, they are tinted windows, yes, but.
Bulletproof.
No,
yeah,
not
that's the
bulletproof,
other
they're
thing.
just normal windows.
All right. It's just a guy sitting there, be like, oh,
Yeah. He's like, oh my god.
That's it.
There's 2 dudes in there. There's the passenger who has the
there's
gunner's
2.
controls, and then the driver.
How far away are they?
They are. You would be over here, like 20 feet away from you. Not too far.
Can I use gouts of flame?
Oh.
That attack them because the window's open, or
Let's see, a scouts of flame. Yeah, you can that still work. You can just.
Oh.
So it is a 30-foot line of fire that comes out of the palm of your hand, like a magical ring appears, and you just blast fire out of it. So make me an endurance check. You just.
do I have to make 2 or 1?
If you're using it twice, then 2. If you're using it once, then 1.
Am I hitting 1 person with this or 2 people with this?
2 people. Because it's a line, so you just. And it's like if it was like a wall, like a bigger obstruction, then it would stop it. But it's just 2 dudes in an open car, so it goes through them.
I'll roll twice.
Okay, so you just both hands just gonna melt these 2 guys.
Yeah. 8-8, bro.
All right, roll me 60-100.
Sick. 350.
They're both dead. So you guys watch as Ace stands up and she's like, "All right, that's it, you sons of guns." She extends her hands out, and these two kind of like spinning magic circles appear in front of her hands, and these two columns of fire just shoot out in a straight line, and they go. And the two guys in the like one like the passenger guy in the car is like, "Hey Jimmy, you see that fire?" Ah! As they both get, and the whole car gets filled with fire as Ace is just like laughing maniacally as beams of fire just melt these two dudes, and you feel like the windshields and the windows break and shatter and pop from the heat in the
Inside
car,
out.
and this yeah, they are both very dead, and combat is over.
Nice.
Yeah, after like I do the little like theater thing where the hand comes over the face and the laughing stops. It's like
Just compose.
I do compose. I swear it's the hallucinogenics, I promise you. And I look towards who got hurt?
Oh,
I mean, pretty much Ainsley.
yeah, Ainsley and Xavier took 10 damage that entire fight. Ainsley is the one
Did I
that took
take
around.
any?
No, you
I don't
mentioned
think you
point
took
of
any.
us. Yeah, Xavier's block of the autocannon was the thing that saved you guys' lives, pretty much. So,
Thank you, Mr. Think Tank. Yeah, so I'll use healing flames on them. Why not?
all right. I'm just working on
That's
the
1d12 times 10.
using it once or twice. Like who are you using it on?
I mean, if we're out of combat,
Oh,
was it?
we're getting the code. It's gonna be the endurance checks for it though.
Well, yeah. Oh yeah, the endurance. Yeah. So hold on. That's what I was looking for. I was like, is there endurance check?
Yeah.
All right, 6 and an 8.
All right,
So
those
what
both
is it?
pass.
1d12.
So Xavier's
10.
instantly back to full health because it's a minimum of 10. So back to full.
And 110 for.
Oh, 110 is
I almost got
almost max
max.
damage. That
Is
brings him up
there?
to... Oh, perfect full health for him, actually. They both are back to full health. One tells exactly how much damage Ainsley had taken.
Oh, sick.
So you guys watch as Ace, after melting those two guys and the interior of that truck, she turns around and she looks at Ainsley and thinks
No words.
no words.
No words.
Yeah, he just walks up and like finger guns at them, and these like fires, like will-o-wisp fires, kind of float off of her fingers and like coat both of them, and like Ainsley's wounds heal up, and Xavier's bruised arm heals, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Ainsley did
Sounds
his job.
about right.
Ainsley did the tanking. He tanked. That's his job. He did good.
And Think Tank did the thinking of the tanking.
Yeah,
in
he
a different
did.
way.
So I assume now, Xavier, you drop the wall as the car burns across the parking lot. So and combat is over. You guys are standing in this parking lot at like 5 in the morning.
I look to everyone else and I go, can I burn the building?
No, I'm gonna sap its electricity first.
Well, now like a bunch of people are like looking out, like in the doorways, looking out at this parking lot. All the bodies, the burning car, and they're all like wide-eyed, like,
Don't be alarmed.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go into the
Citizens, it is under control. We are
under
trained
control.
professionals. Thank you. This is a stunt by CMA Theater. Everyone clap. Everyone clap. These are just
this is a
animatronics.
stunt by the Spherical Church to prove why they're the greatest.
This
Ignore
is
the
just one
bodies.
big prank.
Right, husband and wife, and they're both just like bleeding on the ground. Yeah, they're both very dead. Everybody's very dead.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take my luggage. Wave goodbye and definitely take that assault rifle. Because I want the assault rifle.
Okay, you grab a Spherical Church. What it's called? I can tell you what it's called. It is an SFAR for a Spherical Firearms Assault Rifle.
And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look at the two like guards that are in front of us. I'm gonna start checking them, see if they have IDs on them. See if any of them, I don't know, had like a picture of their family and then burn the photo. Fuck them.
No. As a matter of fact, the husband and wife actually have no ID on them whatsoever.
Oh, so all 4 people who are not burnt to a crisp have no IDs on them?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Kind of
What about
sus,
the
you know?
gear? Does it have any like Spherical Church symbols on it and whatnot?
I mean, the Spherical Church goons, yes, they have the logo on them of like the
Yeah.
hourglass and like the big circle and stuff. Um, and their car does, obviously, but that's it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back into the hotel and change into my, uniform,
All right.
my
A bunch
outfit.
all the people are like in the hotel are getting into their cars and driving away, like over the curb and stuff to get past the burning car that's in the middle of the driveway, blocking the exit.
I am then going to sap the electricity from the room.
All right. Again, roll me 1d8 and then give me a luck check at disadvantage.
I don't care about burning this place down anymore.
All right, then roll me 1d10 and I'll just make it explode.
All right. That's a 10.
All right, good for you. You get 10 levels. So you're down to like what, like 14? Oh no, you're down to because you spent 2 other ones. So you're down to 12 or up to you're up to the max now, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then so you just sap all the power you can out of this one of the outlets, and it bursts into flames, and all the power goes out in the entire building. Yeah, the building catches fire.
I'm gonna also make sure that the people in the building get out.
Yeah, they're all gone. they're like,
Oh, good.
no, thank you. And most of them, you would notice, drive towards the festival grounds, up the mountain.
Oh, joy.
Some of them do go down,
joy.
but
It do go down.
yeah, some of them do flee, like leave down the mountain again. But some of them do
good.
go up as well. And you're like, okay, we're just gonna leave.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the smart idea.
So yeah, the rest of you, do you do anything?
No, not really. I'll turn to my cohorts and I'll be like, all right, are we all ready to go?
I probably won't change into anything. If anything, I'd probably like change the clothes I'm doing, wear different sunglasses, and
Well,
And,
the
you
whole
know?
thing is that I'm just gonna chill outside the compound and wait because I'm too impatient to do that whole corporate espionage thing. So I'm gonna have them let me out, but like before they get in there.
Okay, so you don't even want to like do the actual mission, Lamau, and just like wait outside of the festival while the rest of them go incognito style with their fake IDs and everything.
Yes.
Okay, we can do that next time. I feel.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, you know what to do. Thank you for joining us on this new campaign, and we will see you next time on Quest for the Core.